This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's my pleasure to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, I'm going to go over a strumming pattern, another strumming pattern I should say, another new strumming pattern that works well for 4/4 time that includes bass note plucks in with the strumming. So this is going to be great. After I've gone over this pattern, we'll jam together on a couple songs using the pattern to play those songs. And when I say jam together, of course I mean you, me, and the band. So it's going to be great. This video accompanies Lesson 14 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In that book, we're going to be on pages 88 and 89 during this video. This is pattern letter L, so strumming pattern letter L there on page 88. Okay, so with this one, and I'll demonstrate it on a G chord, we do a bass note, pluck, and then we do a down up strum, bass note, pluck, down up strum. So like on a G chord, the bass note is that low 6th string, so I'm going to go bass, down, up, bass, down, up. Take it a little faster. I could also go slow, which is a great thing to do as you're learning to accurately find that bass note. With those eighth notes, I'm mostly doing a swung variety, or I should say it's got a swung eighth note to it, meaning that eighth note that's happening on the offbeats, I'm sort of delaying its entrance and bringing that in a little bit further back into the beat than exactly halfway between beats 2 and 3 or between beats 4 and 1. So I could do it with even eighth notes, bass, down, up, bass, down, up. To practice both. With the songs that we're going to jam on together in this video, we're going to use the swung eighth note variety. So that's the one that I'm going over. And this strumming pattern is often used with that variation. Okay, before we jam on the songs together, I want to review finding the bass notes of the chord, as that's kind of an important thing you got to be able to do as you're doing this sort of strumming pattern. We've done this with the finger picking, and we did this in the last lesson, but as a reminder, any E chord will use the open low 6th string because it's an E pitch, so that works for E major, E minor, or E7. Any A chord will use the open 5th string, as that's an A pitch. So the A, A7, A minor. Any D will use the open 4th string, because that's a D. So D, D7, D minor. For all the other chords, it's the lowest string you have a finger on. So the G chord is that low 6th string. If it's the C chord, it's that 5th string. B7 is the 5th string. F depends on which F you're playing. Could be the 4th string or the 6th string. So whatever string you have a finger on that's the lowest of the strings, that's the one you're going to pluck. That's where our lowest root is, and that is the bass note, the lowest note of the chord voicing. Okay, so it's going to be super fun. We're going to go ahead and play number 6 on page 88 and number 7 on page 89. Each one of these will happen at 2 different tempos. First a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. We'll insert this strumming pattern once per measure. If the slower tempo is still too fast for you as you're working on this, just pause that video, work on the technique, and try and bring it up. You can also just mute the strings in your left hand and not worry about fingering the chords, and just practice the strumming in your right hand. And you can just pluck that low 6th string, and then if you want to practice finding the 5th string, you can just practice finding that 5th string and practice finding that 4th string. Then start trying to get in your left hand the fingering the chords and put it all together. So that's a way you can take advantage of jamming along with me if you're not ready to just jump right in there and play these chord progressions with those songs without just sort of fumbling all over. So you can want to work on those techniques so that we get better and better and fumble less and less. That's the idea. All right, let's go ahead and jam together on these songs. Okay, awesome! Isn't this so much fun? As we continue in the lesson series, we're going to continue to work on strumming patterns with bass note plucks. So it's kind of cool. We can actually insert them into familiar strumming patterns that we've done before, only we replace some of the down strums with bass note plucks. So we're going to start learning about that as we continue with the next few videos. It's going to be awesome. Take care, and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.